If you're a regular viewer of this channel, you'll know that I'm a big fan of Mexican-inspired food and Tex-Mex food, and I make a lot of tacos. So in this video, I'm going to show you one of the tacos that I probably make the most. It's pretty quick, it's super simple, and the flavors are just as what you get at your favorite taco shop or Mexican restaurant. We're going to be using flank steak today. I really like it. It's reasonably priced and perfect for tacos. So as you can probably see, quite lean, quite flat, kind of like a skirt steak. They've got long old muscle fibers on them, and they can be quite tough, but they have a huge amount of flavor. And providing you do cook them right, they are perfect for tacos or fajitas or anything you want really. And a lot of the time you're going to see people marinating this in lime juice or orange juice to help tenderize it. But we're not going to do that today. I'm going to keep it really simple by just seasoning it, and then I'm going to smoke it on my Weber, get some really good oak smoke in there, and then we'll sear it off pretty hot and fast, put it into our taco. So you could go salt, pepper, garlic, go with your favorite Mexican style rub. I'm going to go with the Chud steak rub. It's kind of got everything I want on this steak. Salt, pepper, garlic, some nice savory umami flavor, and you can put a lot on there without over salting it. So that's going to help with building a nice texture when we smoke it and when we sear it. So one thing to pay attention to when you're prepping these is the direction of the grain. So you can see on here that the grain basically runs that way. These would have been attached at some point and you've kind of got your whole flank steak. So when we come to cut this, in general, we want to go that way. But if we cook them like this and then just cut them like that, we're going to have really long strips of steak for our taco. So I'll cook them whole like this so it's easy to handle, but ultimately I'll cut it in half, then we'll have strips that are a perfect length for the taco. So not an essential step, but I think it's always good to do. These are going to go into the fridge for a couple of hours whilst I prep some other stuff. You could just throw them onto the grill like this, obviously. For me, these are going to go into the fridge until I need them. So while those steaks dry brine, I'm going to show you the way to level up your taco every single time, and that is by making homemade flour tortillas. In fact, beef fat flour tortillas. And if you've never had a really good flour tortilla, and that is really, if you live in the UK and you've never been over to the States or Mexico or somewhere that produces actual good tortillas, then you've probably never had a good one. There are almost no good ones here in the UK that you can buy, so I highly recommend making them if you've never done that before. It's really, really easy to do and very much worth it. So I'm going to take my food processor, and you can obviously do this by hand or in a KitchenAid, but this is a little trick I saw Bradley Robinson do, and it really works. Full recipe will be down below, but we're going to go in with some bread flour, some baking powder, some milk powder, some salt, and then some rendered beef fat or dripping. This is the one that I used in my brisket confit video, but you could just go out and buy some rendered beef fat from the shop or from your local butcher. Mix that around. Once that's all blitzed together, we're going to add some warm water. Until that comes together in a ball, looking good, feeling nice and soft. I'm just going to let that rest for 10 minutes. Once that's done resting, I'll give that another little spin. Should be enough. Pop that out. Gonna just make sure that it's got enough gluten formation, and I'll do that just by checking that the surface is smooth when I roll it into a ball. Looks good to me. Gonna throw that into a Ziploc bag for 20 minutes, half an hour. Then I'll come back and turn these into about 30-gram dough balls. So they'll look something like that, and then they'll go into a Ziploc bag to keep fresh. Just keep doing that. Once those are all done, they can just hang out in the Ziploc bag for the next couple of hours. For me, it's probably only going to be about an hour before I start rolling these out. So next up is a homemade roasted salsa. So today I'm just going to be using my oven, but you could just as easily do this on the smoker or on the grill. We're just cooking the vegetables down a little bit, so you do it however you want. And not only is this the perfect topping for almost every taco and nachos and fajitas, it's also just a really great salsa to dip tortilla chips in. So I feel like you really didn't need to see the preparation of this stuff. You know how to cut vegetables, but what I've got here on a baking sheet is 6 Roma tomatoes. We call them plum tomatoes here in the UK. 4 cloves of garlic, just with the root end cut off but still in their skins. Half a white onion that I just broke up a little bit, and 2 green chilies. These are just your average supermarket green chilies here in the UK. They're not jalapenos, they are more than likely just bullet chilies, but you can use any chili you want. And as I say, grill this stuff directly over flame or chuck it in a smoker. Fire roasted stuff almost always tastes better, but today this is going in the oven. So the oven's at roasting temperatures. Go on with a little bit of oil. Chuck this into the oven for 20 minutes or so. So we'll let those cool just a touch, and then we'll get all of this into a food processor. Squeeze out those garlics that are really nice and soft. Big pinch of salt, the juice of a whole lime. Make sure that loads of it squeezes out all over your floor as well. A big bunch of coriander, or you may call it cilantro, and then completely optionally, some chicken bouillon powder. And I'm just gonna blend this until it gets to the consistency that I want. That is a great salsa. So you can adjust this however you want, and this really just is a basic foundation salsa. You can add some habanero, maybe half a mango, some arbol chilies, some ancho chilies, do whatever you want. Remember to taste and adjust and get it to where you want it. Also, not sponsored at all, but these Blanco Nino tortilla chips are by far the best tortilla chips I've found in this country. So to make our tortillas, it couldn't be more simple. Got a pan onto a medium-high heat, go down with a little bit of flour, dough ball, flatten it out, rolling pin, and then just roll, flip and quarter turn, roll, flip and quarter turn. Just keep going till you've got a nice flat, almost see-through, super thin tortilla. And I'm trying to do this with as little flour as possible. I don't particularly love it when the texture is floury on the outside. So if it starts to stick to the bench, that's fine. There should be enough fat, or to be honest, grease in this, that it shouldn't stick to the bench too much. And also worth being aware that these will shrink when they go in the pan. So you can make them a little bit bigger than you intend to have them. Once they're nice big and soft, into a pan. Once it starts bubbling up, give it a turn. Once these have some nice gold spots on them, they can go into a tortilla warmer and keep warm, ready for a second cook. And look at that, a nice pile of fresh flour tortillas. They'll get a second cook just before I'm ready to make our tacos. Make these at home, you won't regret it. Also, I put paper towel inside my tortilla warmer because I don't like how the condensation builds up. Put these to the side. So about time to get these flank steaks on. It's a pretty cold, slightly snowy day today. Got some charcoal in there from the previous cook. But we'll go on with a little bit more. And we want to start this cook off nice and low and slow, get as much smoke flavour onto these flank steaks as possible before we sear them up. They're honestly just as good, just seared, but I wanted to add a little bit of extra smoke flavour today. We get a little bundle of charcoal going. That looks like it's burnt down nicely. Got a piece of oak. And we'll go on with our flank steak. And I really don't want this running too hot. I want this nice and smoky. Not too concerned about the temperature of the steaks themselves, as long as they don't go too high. Get some good oak smoke on them, good flavour. That's really all I'm after. Let those smoke away for a little bit. So these have had about an hour of good smoke. So we just need to get this charcoal raring so we can sear them up. Give that 10 minutes or so. That's looking pretty good. Get these on, sear them up, try and get some good char on them. I love this S&S insert for the Weber. Great for low and slow, good for searing. Little water pan in there if you want to do some low and slow. I think those are looking good. Not too sure what the temp is, but they feel nice. Take them off, take them inside. Done, warmed up, looking good. These steaks smell incredible. So as I say, I'm gonna go down the middle and then I'm gonna cut my slices. Look at that. Nice and crusty on the outside, nice and pink in the middle. Go on with some of our salsa, our roasted salsa. And maybe just a touch of coriander for some color. And we've got some delicious flank steak tacos, little dry brine, little smoke, some nice roasted salsa, homemade tortillas, flank steak charred up but cooked beautifully. That is a beautiful taco. Needs a little bit more of that salsa. I love a grilled steak taco, but that little smoke at the beginning definitely brings another layer of flavor. Perfect. Yeah, overall, really, really good. Well seasoned, well cooked flank steak, some delicious fresh or roasted salsa, homemade tortillas. Honestly, tastes like it's fresh off a good taco truck. But really, this video is just about giving you ideas on how to make this kind of thing if you're not used to making it. And obviously you could go and buy salsa, you could buy tortillas, but I highly recommend at some point in time making your own. It is so worth it. So yeah, that's pretty much how I make pretty standard but delicious flank steak tacos. Quite often I'll serve it with a wedge of lime, a little bit of cotija cheese, or some feta if you don't have cotija. And obviously, as I said, you could do this with any steak. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much to all my channel members over here. So if you want to support me more than just watching the videos, you can go and sign up. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you next week for another video.